Hi everyone, it's Shari Carroll for SimonsStamp.com, and I have a few foiling techniques to show you using thermal and non-thermal foils. To start off, I'll show you a couple of the thermal foil selections that you have. First is the Deco Foil by ThermoWeb on the left, and also the Mink from Heidi Swapp, which I have on the right. These come in a variety of colors and are meant to be used with a thermal heating transfer. And what I mean by thermal heating transfer is you need to use a heating machine or laminating machine, such as the Mink machine by Heidi Swapp or the Royal Sovereign laminating machine. For my demonstration, I'm using the smaller of the Mink machines, and I really like this size because I'm a card maker and I don't need to do any 12 by 12 paper sizes. So to get this started, there is a switch on the back side, and you're just going to go ahead and flip that up and go ahead and turn that on. And for regular laminating or regular thermal heating, you're going to go ahead and choose a number. The typical one is to use 3. So you just continue to push the button until you get to the number 3. That will flash, and when it's ready, it will turn green and it also beeps. So my machine is now ready, so the light is green, and I have some papers here from Heidi Swapp that I wanted to show you. And these are toner type printed papers, so they have a toner ink on them, and I really love all the patterns. There's some really bold ones and some really fine ones, and these all work with the thermal foiling. So anywhere that you see the black ink, the foil will adhere to it. So I'm going to go ahead and use a couple of these sheets for my demonstration, and also using some of the Heidi Swapp foils. I could use the other Deco foil if I wanted to, but I'm going to go ahead and use this color since it's my favorite. The Mink machine comes with a cover sheet, so I'm sliding in my printed paper in first, and the next thing I will do is go ahead and place my foil on top of that with the shiny side or the color side of the foil facing up. You will want to have your foil larger than your printed sheet, and once you're ready and have everything aligned really well, go ahead and just fold that cover sheet over. And when you feed this into the machine, you want to feed it in where the folded edge goes in first. That way it won't wrinkle up inside. So once you're ready to go, you can go ahead and start to feed it in, and it'll just go ahead and grab that and take it in at the rate that it needs to. For a 6x6 sheet such as this, it doesn't take very long to go ahead and go through the machine, and I thought I would just go ahead and show you the full length on video to show you how long it does actually take. So now you can start to see some of the design at the top. It's pretty exciting to know that it's working. And as you can see, it doesn't take very long to feed that through. Less than a minute, probably about 30 seconds. And it would take even quicker for smaller pieces. So once that's done, you can go ahead and pull that out. And it is a little bit hot or warm to the touch, but not too hot. I wouldn't let kids play with this or try to work it. But you can go ahead and lift up that cover sheet and then lift up your foil. It kind of peels away from the paper a little bit, and just kind of use your thumbs like you would open a bag, and then you can go ahead and peel that up, and you can see where the foil has stuck to all of that black ink on that paper. So it really adheres really well. It doesn't scratch off, and this is really fabulous. It's so much fun. I wanted to show you a little double foiling that you can do. So I have that leftover piece of foil that I just ran through, and I have another printed sheet that I'm going to go ahead and run this through. So my printed sheet should pick up just those stripes of foil that we see right there. And I'm going to go ahead and feed this in and see what we get. Okay, now that this is just about ready, I'll go ahead and lift this up and open it up. I'm going to kind of wave it in the air and kind of cool it off just a hair. So now I can lift it up, and where those stripes were of the foil, it's picked it up on that script. So now this is just partially foiled with the bluer color, and I'll go ahead and try to catch some light here so you can see. So now I just have it partially foiled, and you can kind of see that blue color. I can go back over again with silver foil and go ahead and foil it again. So I've put another sheet, a full sheet of foil on top, and I'm going to go ahead and feed it through, and we'll see where this takes me. So this is just about done again. Waiting for that last second for it to be done. And so this will fill in all those other areas that the blue didn't fill in because it was a stripe pattern. So I'm going to go ahead and lift this up and pull away the foil, and I can see that it worked. Here, I'll go ahead and show you close up. So now I have a completely foiled sheet. See if I can grab some light. But some of the color is blue and some is silver, and this is really pretty in real life. And I can use this sheet to die cut some letters or shapes, or even cut it up to add to a card. I also want to show you the foil that I have left over, so I'm not ready to throw this away yet. So now I have a silver piece that has the words missing from that, so I can use this on another project with a more solid type of ink on it. So here's the front side of that where it looks nice and shiny. I also have the leftover piece of the stripes. So I've already used this twice, but I think I could use this again. So now the words are missing from this foil of the stripes. That would be a really interesting pattern too to go ahead and use. There's another fun product from ThermoWeb, and this is toner sheets, and these are 8.5 by 11 sheets, and they have solid toner on them. So it's a toner sheet, which means it has that ink already on there. I have cut out a little square where I've already used my die cut because I wanted to try this out. So I have cut the Heart of Roses die from that toner sheet. So it's completely black. That means it's going to pick up the foil. So here's the die from, and it's a Simon Says stamp die. So I'm really excited to give this a shot. I haven't seen this done yet. And I'm just going to go ahead and use silver foil on this. So since that is completely black with toner, I have a scrap of silver here that I can go ahead and lay on there. I'm going to go ahead and put this into the cover sheet and put that silver foil on top. And once I'm ready, I can go ahead and feed that into the machine. So it only takes a second to put that together. And now feeding it in with the folded end first, I'm going to go ahead and feed that in. This is about done, and I can see the wrinkles of the foil already starting, so I know that it's worked. And it's very staticky in my house right now because it's winter time, but I'm going to go ahead and peel this apart, and I can see that I have a completely silver die cut Heart of Roses, and I think I just found my favorite technique. Another item that you can use with the foiling is the Mink pen, and this is a toner pen. And I decided I'm going to try it with a stencil. So I'm just going to go ahead and trace around these circles. I don't have the best writing, but you could certainly do some really great handwriting and foil your handwriting. But I print, and so sometimes it's not the best. So I thought just using a stencil and tracing around and making my own background pattern would be kind of a fun technique. I have fed this into the machine, and I've used that turquoise foil once again because it's my favorite. I'll go ahead and lift this up. So here I have a die cut shape, and I've used some irregular circles with the pen, and I have a really cute background. I have a non-thermal foiling technique that I want to show you that Tim Holtz taught me, and this is using the Ranger foil sheets. So these are non-thermal foil sheets, and these are used with glues and embossing powders that have kind of a gluey stick to them. So for this, I'm just going to use my Ranger glue stick, and I'm just going to create like a distressed foiled background. So there's two sizes of the glue stick that you can use, but it's really easy. You're just going to go ahead and add glue to your paper, and I'm just going to go in vertical stripes and kind of give it kind of a wood look. So I've added my glue to it, and you can kind of see when it catches the light that I have the glue on there. The wetter the glue is, the better that the foiling works. So next I'm going to go ahead and lay down this champagne colored foil and go ahead and rub that with my finger, and it kind of burnishes the foil right into that glue stick. And once you're ready, you can go ahead and lift that off, and now you have a really cool distressed looking foil. I'll kind of recap what I've done here. So I have my non-thermal foiling. I also have the toner paper that I used with a die cut and just ran that through with silver foil. And I have my other paper that I have done a double foiling where I've used that leftover piece of foil and I've run that through twice. And then I also have the toner pen where I created my own background. I hope I've given you some inspiration for foiling techniques using some thermal and non-thermal foils. As always, thanks for watching and enjoy.